Hello, 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 hello. Welcome back to XDF Monthly for June 2025. It's been a pretty good month over June, and yeah, let's just go through the record holders. Possibly the final month of Riffo TV. Riffo takes it with 19, Shinx in second with 18, then Floopy with 17, Frosty with 16, Source with 16, then Amnesia, Shiro, 2, Ver, Woe, 5e, Amino, Kota, Plaza, Mirio, Gibbs, JH, Kabla, Straight, Nature, Kyle, Nero, Ninja, Woodjiza, and Brain Fluid. 188 total records, 25 different people. And here's what it does to the overall rankings. Starting off with the HP rankings, Riffo sticking it up at the top. Everything doesn't change until we get down to Knight, who's gained a place by not playing, and 2, who has gone up 6 places from the grind on all those long maps. And quite a lot, I think, from other people playing those maps and giving points to them. So all those maps we've seen him play over the last couple of months that have been really long. Yeah, a load of people have tried them, played them. That's given them some actual points rather than just being on base points. Floopy also gaining 5 places, and a few people dotted around on that one. And then we have the relaxed running overalls. Source still at the top, beating Goblin, Vert in third. All of those gaining points as they do every week. Shinx has gained 2 places, overtaking Cool and Mui. Frosty up 3 places, overtaking Little Mole, Nero and JH. And then not much down the bottom end of the rankings. There has been a lot of play this month. A lot of changes throughout the rankings. It's been absolutely fantastic to see people playing and grinding. And yeah, overall we have 188 total records, 122 videos to get to, over 123 unique maps, which does mean that we've got some missing, but you know, that's how it goes. Maps from last week, and that will go to next month. 25 unique players. Now there is an extra thing that I need to pull up that I didn't find a way to actually show on screen, but I might just go main screen with it. So this is a bit of a jank setup we're going to do, but yeah, here is a list of all of the records. Where do I have a screen share? Here and there. Here is a list of all of the records that don't have a video. So we have 522 Hydrogen, but these are ones that have got records, so they're not like impossible to beat maps. They have records, but the video didn't work, it broke, demo corrupted, whatever. These need a new record that will then get rendered. So 522 Hydrogen, biotrix-grass, biotrix-lineless, Boris Torture 3, Boris Torture 4, cleancut-slickgrid, DM Tower, DRM and Dislick, EXT Cool 9, Cool 12, Foot Sub 20. That one should have a record by now, I think. That was a brand new map, so that's whatever. gnj-blue, Golf 3, Viha, Cool Bricks, Cool Cage, Cool Doju, Cool Wood Tory doesn't have one. Cool XDF 01, Cool kota-nightjourney, that's also a new map, that probably has one by now. Kota Race 7, surprised by that. Lick Ice, Lil Nina 1, Misty's Acra 27, Neutron, Nib Basement 1, Packer Beyond This Is Not Fun, Pornstar CPM 2, pornstar-lamba, pornstar-slopin-slicknoob, Porn Vainstar 2, Proton, R7 Baz, R7 Emerald, Run-Dontstop, RV3 SFIDF1, SDC 5001, Skate 5, Slorp Slick, vp-kubism, wallvno, wub-jundo, Z Double Smile 1 Rocks. Those will either be in the description, or if they don't fit in the description, they will be in the Discord, or like asking game, and I'll be able to get them for you, or someone will be able to pull them out from the Discord. So yes, there's all the records that need beating, and let's go into the game. That's any of the business. Oh, more business. If you play shooter modes, this is just a complete aside. If you play shooter modes, we're reviving pickups. Come play with us. XDF Xonotic.pickup on QuakeNet IRC or over in the regular Xonotic Discord, technically unofficial, but regular Xonotic unofficial Discord rather than the XDF one. Yeah, that's just business from me. And thank you to Uchi for a massive donation earlier this month. Right, let's get into it. Records. These have been recommended by Kota, and then I had a couple others recommended, and then there's some that are just from my list of things to look at. So let's take a peek. Okay. Massive boost. Very nice. And the finish just there. I was slightly worried we were going to have to see a rocket climb there. Very nicely done though. Cool map. Good to learn that. Good to learn rocket stacks, I guess. Bit of a weird rocket stack, but yeah, be pretty good. Kota haste you. I expect to see a haste somewhere. Floopy's been absolutely dominating. Pretty nice run. Bug Think 1. Oh, this map, yes. This is a strange map. So you've got to hit the buttons. You've got to hit them as soon as possible and do just enough damage to make them trigger. And then you get teleported. Oh, this 12-minute record on J4N. Might have to play this one at double speed. I didn't rate. This is beautiful though, actually. I just get snagged right as I say it. Commentators curse, and it even works in the past. Incredible. Yeah, this is a tough map. Taking it from Malice, I do believe. Let's have a look because we do have the time. Map/J4N. R72. No, this isn't the one that Malice had. This is taking it from Op3, who took it a year ago. Kota put in a decent second place time, about a minute off, about a month ago. Actually, about 10 hours before setting this record, which was a month ago. So yeah, Kota putting in a great run, being about a minute off of the old world record of a 13:47, and Kota got a 14:57, so a minute and 10 seconds. And then this one, a 12:51, so a big improvement. And in classic hardcore parkour fashion, worth bugger all points. Yeah, this seemed... there must be another one that's very similar to this that Malice took. Slightly more recently, but things have been merging into one. It's surprising how much I actually remember from very old videos, because we've got a lot of older videos, and then I'll remember a map from way ages ago. Don't tend to remember the details of them, but yeah, crazy map. I think at this point, I'm afraid, Mr. Kota, we're just gonna have to knock this up to a little over 2. I don't know why it doesn't do normal speed ups when I press these buttons in MPV. Yeah, we'll go to about 2 times speed. Make the guy look absolutely pro. It's just gonna be this. It's really clean. It's really simple, and it's still a 6-minute run at 2 times speed. Absolutely mad. It does show how big Quake maps can actually be though, because you wouldn't have thought that they'd be this big, but the engine was clearly made, when they made it, it was made for more than Quake. You know, they were designing this engine to be able to be used, and that's why it's been able to be used for so long. I mean, there's still the Call of Duty that's branched off of the Wolfenstein build of IdTech 3 and all of that, and you know, Intech 3's base is still running today on PS5s. It's absolutely incredible. This is obviously a fork of Intech 1, Dark Places engine, but it uses the Quake 3 mapping format, PK3s and Quake 3 style maps. So yeah, it uses that code instead. But yeah, absolutely incredible engines to be able to last this long, and the improvements people have made to them. It's really got my gander right up recently. Quake community going back to Quake Live because they don't like Quake Champions, and that's fair enough. But come on, you can revive anything if you put the work into it, as I'm currently trying to do with Xonotic. Oh, little fail there. It's okay, only dropped down about 2 or 3 blocks. Yeah, trying to do it with Xonotic pickups, but you can revive anything if you put enough energy into it. And they're not wanting huge amounts, they just want enough. So you could absolutely go back to Quake 3. Or you could go to the amount of work they've put in just to make Quake Live work. Surely you could go back to Open Arena and put a bit of work into a mod that takes the balance patches of Quake Live. If you really want exactly how Quake Live is balanced, you can have that in another game, in Quake 3 and Open Arena, for sure. But it's been fun commentating it. So that's alright. Tell me what's been going on. Tell me what's been going on. Kota just absolutely smashing this. First time past this section. I mean, look at the splits over in the corner. Might need to make them a bit bigger. But for the first 3 checkpoints, just slightly behind PB, but remember that this record ends up being a minute ahead. So few mistakes so far. I haven't seen any. This is the point where mistakes are deadly, which is why we haven't seen Kota get past checkpoint 3, because checkpoint 4 wasn't too bad. That's where he had the fall, I think, between checkpoint 4 and 5. But after that, I mean, look, there's nothing to fall on. If you drop, you are dropping a long way before you're maybe able to catch back on. With kind of a decent single effort, which I'm assuming is what Banano, Starpent and 5e have got. You got Starpent with a 21 minute, Banano and 5e with 27, mid 27 minute runs. And those 3 I'd expect to have only just done 1 run on this map, most likely, not really ground it for anything, just trying to get the finishes, definitely with 5e. And Banana with the same sort of time. You know, I'd expect if Banana would put in a harder effort to sort of, yeah, do more than 1. Absolutely mad map though. I'd fall asleep making it, that's the problem. Here we go though. Back down to 1 speed and across the line. Beautifully done, very well. Very well taken there from Kota. And now we'll have another Kota map. Kota Megalomania, this is a very cool map. This is a very cool map. I saw Kota posting about making it and saw the castles and was like, oh, this looks sick. And it absolutely does. Seeing the castles off in the distance as you strafe around here, it's nice to be able to see them in this. Oh, beautifully done there, wow. This bit's tricky to not lose a ton of speed. And then, oh, they are taking that inside line. I was wondering that. If it was worth it, because you can W-turn around the outside if you go the long way around, or you have to switch to AD. That is such a hard trick. I tried that for so long, using respawn points and resets and stuff. The finish line extends. Okay, look, we've been saying we need finish line. It seems impossible, apparently. But yeah, we've been saying we need it. Green strafe taken by Vert, the green donkey. Absolutely stunning run, this. Why did I get recommended this? There's a new one called Green Ramps. I thought that was this one. Because this is a much older map. But absolutely... he's come back from a long way off. Splits-wise. So there's a lot more to gain from that. Black holes. I was trying to do some randomised map of the week stuff. It hasn't really worked because I keep forgetting to do it. But... yeah. This is one of the ones that are randomised. I think I probably will stop doing it because it doesn't really work because I only do world records. It doesn't give people a chance. Remember, if you've like I will put records even if they're not world records. If you're just really proud of a run that you did and it's not a world record, if you have the demo and can turn it into a video, put it on YouTube and send me the link and it will go in. I'm happy to do that. If you're like, don't take the piss and send stupid stuff, but if you're genuinely proud of a record, I don't see why we can't celebrate good runs from other people, you know, because it's hard to get a world record and it's only getting harder as all these records get pushed and as the top guys get better. Taking a record is hard work. So, yeah. If you've got a record you're happy with, if it's like a top 10 or anything, I'll do it. I'll absolutely do it. This is a really cool map. I absolutely adore Lego Racers. I've beaten Lego Racers. This is the first Lego Racers. I've played this track so many times because not saving is definitely a thing when you're a kid. Ooh, beautiful to avoid that. That's a really tricky down section. The start's awkward as hell because you've got the cork block. But yeah, it's such a good game. I recommend playing it. I do. I actually don't know where the disc of my... This map's huge, by the way. This map, if you ever play this map, it might crash your game when you first load because your game times out, being unable to download it. I'm not sure where my Lego Racers 1 disc is. I actually own, like, my dad bought the Lego Racers 1 and 2, which is rare. Normally pirated stuff. But I think they're probably garage sales. Yeah, I actually have. I don't know where Lego Racers 1's gone. Lego Racers 2, I'm pretty sure I know where it is. Next to a Half-Life 1 disc, which I still haven't played. These are new. We're into new map territory, by the way. I think Imperial GP was the first one, actually. I have to check that. This map is, yeah, stressy gaps? Absolutely. I'm stressed just watching it. Very nice. Beautiful run. Beautiful. Train yards. This map, by Robotic, very interesting routes were being developed. I was watching the chat and then I jumped on it to have a look. And yeah, some really interesting, like, lot of change. I would expect this route to potentially change again. Maybe not, because it's been out a while. It was out at the start of the month. But yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if the route changes again. Not too many new maps this month, though. So this is just back onto normal runs, the first normal runs of the month on Final Quake. This has got to be a CTF map. It just looks like a CTF map, doesn't it? Well, you could just put a flag there. I love the look of this map. The slick there is so that you can do it in VQ3. It's not actually meant to be used for CPM movement. Hopefully soon, you know, soon TM basically, we'll have VQ3 records to show and possibly hook. but the inner workings of the record server needs reworking because it would have multiple of the same map on different physics, so it needs reworking because at the minute you can only be either HP or RR in one of the two lists. This, oh, that's such a good jump. Actually, I don't know if I've played this one, looking at it. It's the sort of thing where potentially I've taken a completely different route. Because I'm bad. This one I've definitely played. You gotta get that down ramp absolutely perfectly. Then it's a tight loop round here, very easy to miss that. And then it's just hard strafe into the finish. Interesting flick at the end there. Not sure if you got on it. The demo recorded, server-sided demo recorded stuff doesn't always work. Oh yeah, this map broke and had to be reset, and not many people had finished it because you've got to take extra checkpoints by taking these, and you've basically just got to wait on that one until the end because the door is broken. This map's so sick. I love purple and black. Purple and black look absolutely beautiful. And more regularly. These maps aren't even new. How come there's so many records on all of them? I assume no. Actually, it's probably nobody voted on anything on RTG, because RTG goes through alphabetically with maps. If nobody votes on it, it just goes to the next one in the list. So there's half a chance that it was just nobody had anything to vote and they just kept playing the regular ones. Morning, JH. This map's tricky, constantly switching strafes just to hold something down. And then at the end here, the absolute madness of a flick. Getting it all around, and then you want to land just right, falling straight down in the hole. When test XDWC map, have you sent? Oh, you sent it in XDWC mapping. Okay. After stream. I need to add another room to mine. I'm not sure how many people. I need to find out how many people are making weapons maps. Because I'm kind of thinking about chucking a weapon into mine. Maybe. But we'll see. This map's all about trust, just having faith in your strafes. You just gotta have faith that you'll make these gaps across. Remember to stay hydrated. Frosty's just like absolutely got rockets in this game. Absolutely beautiful. Can't complain about that, can you? It looks a lot like MPV is louder for everybody else than it is for me. I can't hear these. Can you hear these rockets on stream? Because I cannot hear them at all. Also, for people watching, hopefully they're watching on YouTube after the recording, hopefully the quality's slightly better. Maybe. Or at least it's not worse. Because I'm now using custom settings that hopefully are the same quality but produce a smaller file size. Yeah, it's... I need to figure it out. I need to figure out whether to record with Ridiculous and then spend hours rendering with Handbrake. That gives me a slightly smaller file size, or just record with the same settings as Handbrake. It gives me slightly bigger file size, but the same quality that Handbrake puts out. Yeah, it's tough balancing it. I probably need to just buy like a big 2 terabyte hard drive. Problem with that is I've run out of drive slots, so I'd have to unplug something, move everything that I needed to keep on a drive across, and then take this drive out because I've run out of drive slots now because my SSD that I just put in recently, that uses two SATA slots, annoyingly, being an M.2 uses 2 SATA slots. Yeah, the problem with the audio, so I set VLC to 50% audio so that it's not too loud with the music, and for some reason MPV, which is playing the videos, decides to copy VLC's volume. If I put MPV's volume up, then VLC's volume goes up the next time I open VLC. But MPV, actually, it should stay. But there's a chance, because... oh, MPV's actually on 100%. Huh. MPV hasn't gone down. They are just kind of quiet, to be fair. Okay, I was going the wrong way. Oh, no, I wasn't. No, that's an absolutely ridiculous jump source. Yep. Oh. Well, that's interesting. Icarus-Procky. Let's go send a report on that one. Another one where the splits are just completely off from the world record run. Right. Hopefully nothing interesting happened. These are just such precise maps at the minute. Heavily vert at the start of the month as well, by the looks of things. Not that many records over the whole month. One of those months where it was pretty quiet from any one person. Sometimes you get absolute domination where like 50% of records are from one person. This month, a lot more even, as we saw like 19, 18, 17, 16 for the top 4 or 5. In fact, yeah, 5 because it was 19, 18, 17, 16, 16. At least that record didn't get cut off. It's also not hiding the cheats there. I've been watching a little bit of Deep Slip, not too much to be honest. I haven't been watching Trackmania all that much. I said I was going to watch the World Tour this season, but it's on at weird times. There's no advertising, there's no core stream that everybody jumps on. It just feels, I don't know, Trackmania's always done that with the multiple streams. It's always been quite good, but it kind of means, I don't know, it feels like it comes a little bit from like baseball. I've seen like baseball streams have home streams, and yeah, it feels like that, where you've just got lots of different people, but at the same time, because gaming is much more community based with things like this, it's weird. Because cricket has the same, like every local broadcaster will do the cricket in the UK. So if you've got Yorkshire versus Leicester in counties, Yorkshire, BBC Radio Yorkshire is commentating, and they are massively biased towards Yorkshire, and BBC Radio Leicester's doing it, and they're massively biased towards Leicester. But the difference is, you can't listen to BBC Radio Yorkshire in Leicester. Well, you can actually, because online radio, but normally you can't. In the way that this was intended, you can't. But yeah, the Twitch streams being separated just makes it feel less big. It's kind of been a problem for a lot of streams. Now they're doing YouTube and Twitch. They're getting less views on each one, and it doesn't look dead when you're in the middle of the finals, but it certainly does look a bit worse when there's 500,000 on one and 500,000 on the other, and you're used to seeing nearly 1 million. But also because everybody's just watching virtual, and then they miss other games that aren't his team, you know? That's a bit annoying, but it's fine. I realise I'm part of this problem, being another stream for the Quake Live stuff. But damn it, they didn't say anyone was going to be doing it in English. And now I'm in too deep to stop. Oh, crazy start. This map's been absolutely pushed. I mean, Riffo's apparently now retired, so potentially we never see the sub 2 minutes that was prophesized. But this run is absolutely pushed. I mean, that start I think is new, or I missed it on the last one, but it certainly wasn't there with the grenade start before. And this bit, as I've said before, the way Akimoli did it forced Riffo to change, and the way Riffo did it forced Akimoli to change. And yeah, it's just incredible seeing how much it matters. It's nice that this map has enough different sections that some of the different weapons get used. Well, in fact, all the weapons get used, because quite often we'll see with weapon maps like this that the rocket's just too strong. There's no reason to use anything other than rockets. But with the climb up the wall being a thing, it's best to use Hagar, the start being mortar. Everything is... everything gets its use, which is very nice, very good. It is insane that this is Parkour Warrior Noob, or Ninja Warrior Noob. This is the easy one. I think the difference is that this one respawns you though, so it might not make any difference. Let's have a look. I can't remember whether it was just that the regular one, this one kills you whatever you do. Gotta say, prefer the textures on the other one. But yeah, I think it is actually. Oh, and yeah, they're easier maybe. Oh, the regular one doesn't respawn. World record holder confirmed. Yeah, I couldn't remember, and then it looked, because you got snagged on those bars, whereas on the noob one you got perfect up them. I couldn't remember if it was slightly easier on those, on the stairs. I can't get anywhere on any version of that map, so it doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter that the noob one respawns you, because I can't get out of the bit that doesn't respawn you, that just kills you. The first section. I'm not good at those sideways slanty bits, I'm not sure what it is. I haven't put much time into it though, maybe I should. Maybe I should add it to that list of things that I would keep saying I'm going to do and then never do. More Final Quake. Absolutely mad being able to just stop and slow down and take your time at that last bit. The previous record on that did not have that slowdown. It's just beautiful all the way through on the long plasma wall ride. I love that we're finally getting a ton of use of the grenade launcher stuff. Because there have been so many runs on maps that have been just using the grenade launcher regularly. Ah, it's some classic respawn abuse. Yeah, just using this mode, the primary fire mode. But yeah, seeing the secondary used, especially where it just doesn't have to be used, where it's only for speed that it's getting used. And doing it while moving, even more incredible. It's just cool to see. Because a lot of maps it's perfectly fine to just use one grenade because they're made for just one grenade. If they don't have an exploding pad, like those green bits, they'll be auto-exploding for Quake 3 grenades. But if they don't have those, you can't double stack grenades. And if you can in Quake 3, it's going to take you a longer setup. Wow, absolutely flying, no speed lost around the U-turn. Touch early on the pre-fire. Could improve it, you know, could improve it. I couldn't get a good run on this map. Like, I was getting good splits, but I couldn't get... Oh, that is nice. Ooh, couple of ground frames. Play it like VQ3, just doof around. Beauty. Beauty, beauty, beauty. Hey, I was playing this when Frosty set this world record. Oh, just absolutely, like, it's a full-on, you just have to. More ninjaing the warrior. I was about to say double uploads, but it's not. It's another run on Ninja Warrior, but this isn't. This is the plasma version of the grenade run that came after. It's, yeah, unlucky. That's gotta be brutal in Quake 3. And on some of these I'm surprised we can make them, because they would be head hitter bounces. This definitely looks like a non-VQ3able map. Especially those stairs. Very nice. Very, very nice. Massive pre-run. I feel better about my time now. If there's a pre-run. I'm just going to assume that everyone ahead of me did the pre-run. Did the enormous pre-run. And I was just circle jumping. This map's mad. It's really hard. Like, you're supposed to be PGBing, not using the plasma to actually push you off of the walls. It's really hard to actually gain speed with the plasma in Xonotic off of walls like that, which is why you only see it being done quickly. There is a way to get fast enough that you can put the Hagar in front of you and get it, but that's very precise, and you have to bump the wall and not lose speed, so it tends to only be used when you're bumping the wall anyway. I'm going to lose that initial speed and then you can just grab it from there. A second .05 on the last run. Incredible. How did this map get done then? Oh wow, that's oh Jesus. Okay, and that just cutting into the checkpoint. You can't see the checkpoint markers, but yeah, that's only just hitting the checkpoint in the end there. Absolutely incredible run. And doing all of that doesn't even save a huge amount of time. It's like not as much as you'd think. It's in the region of like not thinking that it's that much of a cut, just because of the speed you can gain from a couple of extra down ramps. But yeah, there's no way that it's not faster than the more normal route. Okay. Yeah, I don't think I've seen this one, or like paid attention to it at least. At this point, I can't say I've not seen a record or a map that's been out for more than a month. I mean, in 2.5 years, almost every record in this game has been broken. I saw earlier when I was setting up the stream, 1,000 map records broken last year. So, and 2,000 maps, 2,100 something maps, and I've been doing this for 2.5 years now. Yeah. We'll see what our stats are this year. I think more records, but less maps. That's my prediction. At the very least, it will be more records per map than last year. Because the average last year was about 2 records a map throughout the whole year. So a lot of maps obviously only getting 1 world record. And there were a lot of maps not broken, because there were more than 1,000 maps just on RR last year. So it'll be interesting to see the stats. We're halfway through the year. God, it goes faster. Oh, we should fix this one, don't we? Still need to fix the multi-laps. Oh no. Missed a checkpoint? Got it that time. Very nice. Managing to miss a checkpoint on world record pace and then immediately take the record again. Double down ramp there, beautifully done. Oh, he's far too early. It's not, it's 11 o'clock, but... What the hell is that? I've got no idea what's going on with some of these. Interesting start there. Looks like a pre-run, but I don't think it is. Well, surely isn't, because you're in a box. Don't recognise that map though. It might be a new one. Rico Square. Here we go. Are we still doing... We are indeed. Oh, we're doing it earlier now. Ooh. No, it was before on the one from number 2. We're now doing that slick trick earlier. Yeah, that's really not intended route, by the way. Oh, that's so good. Straight in. Very nicely done there, Shinx. Shinx making an absolute storm right now. Yeah, taking a lot of hard records. Hopefully it's going to be rewarding for him on the scoreboard, on the overalls. Like, some of these maps have been pushed. This one's really hard, just to complete cleanly. Ooh, what a corner. VQ3 server definitely coming in clutch with some of these. I had a really good time on this one actually. Let's have a look. What we got? Parkour, nothing, 2. 29th, it wasn't that good. But I got like a really good time. It was just behind wub-jundo. Oh, I think I only played it for a couple of minutes actually. I think it was a lot. I got a good time for having not played a super long amount of it. Woes run on Imperial GP. There you go. Looks shocked when he finished there. Like, oh, I did it. Cool Simple 4. This map reminds me of Minecraft texture packs from 2013. That's clean. Jimmy 2. What happened to Jimmy 1? Yeah, it doesn't exist. Whoa, tried to push this record at the same time. Oh, really high points record actually. Over 1,000 points going all the way down to 32nd. Oh, this map's good. Yeah, I played this one on HP to practice something, and those stacks are really fun. It's a hard map. This bit I couldn't. I mean, I wasn't doing that stack, but that end bit, for some reason, it just didn't click, and I lost so many runs to just not being able to get up that final bump. This one's really cool with the taken route. Beautifully done. Been noticing a lot more maps. For some reason, like, every once in a while, I'll just notice things. And I've been noticing a lot more maps with drop-down finishes recently. Oh, this map's crazy. Just get that bounce as good as you can. Get the drop down onto the ramp. Take good ramp here. Get yourself repositioned to be able to take that, and then he backwards strafes. I mean, it makes sense. It makes sense. You're going to lose probably 1/4 of a second. Absolute perfect. So if you can backwards strafe it into the finish, it just looks cool. And style points are definitely a thing in Xonotic. We do in fact boost your points for world records that have style. So that's a thing, if you're ever wondering why some people have more points than others. Yeah, we do give style points. This map did my fucking head in at one point. I eventually got a good run on it, but oh my god, it did my head in trying to get a good run. I was just losing run after run after run after run to nothingness. Duck under that, and then you've got to get it into the finish. Like, you can lose a second in that last corner in that finish. Some flat grind. Flat maps and bumpy maps have had a little bit of a resurgence recently, I've noticed. Don't know how much of that converted to world records, but yeah, certainly a resurgence of them. Frosty on slick. I still just don't get slick. I've been really trying. Actually trying to get good times on slick, and it just isn't clicking. In the slightest. Not even compared to like top players, but compared to most people. I'm way further down than I should be. Ooh, what? I don't think I'd seen that one before. That was really nice. Getting the bounce off that corner that you might even not know exists, and then flinging it across, not needing to take an up ramp. That was crispy. Did not lose much speed on that up slide. Shiro's back. Super clean, super duper clean. Oh, I remember this record. Can't be that hard of a record to beat, you know, if this noob no one's ever heard of's got it. So what is this then? I feel like it at one point had ammo, if grenade ammo is hanging around, or plasma ammo I suppose it would have been. So that makes it even crazier. Although potentially it's instant respawn boxes. I think it was 200, because you'll quite often find maps in Quake 3 that just have 200 ammo as their maximum, which with rockets you never need to restock, but with plasma you can very much run out of plasma. It is possible to give -1, but I don't know how. I think it's more as a trick rather than a well-known thing. And a lot of the time people just give 200 and that's it. That's your max. Very nicely done there though. Looks like there's a few little bits that could be cleaned up, but it's going to be a difficult one to clean that up. And you'll probably introduce just a smaller mistake and that's how it tends to go with these things. You introduce slightly smaller mistakes each time, and then slowly but surely the number of people that can spot the mistake goes down and down and down. That's an incredible line through there from Shinx, keeping it on the inside of those pillars. Incredibly tight. Oh, what a massive pre-run again. Gains your 0.3 and you're just bombing straight across. Get the spacing so that it's a double jump off there. That's beautiful, round the corner. And a second off PB. 1 second off of the PB. I think Plaza had this before. Ooh, runner. HP map for some reason. Might be this bit. Possibly just long. Seems to be a long map unless you get some of those tricks. Big difference between the top times. Anything by Kairos you can expect to be quite a difficult map usually, but with some cool tricks like that. DFWC. No word of any DFWC this year, don't think it'll be happening. I think I said it last year, I expect the next one will probably be Momentum mod. Oh nice. I think that was a slightly different strats from what we saw last time. I think the last one was grenade into rocket. Double grenade bouncing is absolutely an art form. Does Vert have bumpy green? No, Vert is third on bumpy green. Dizzy has the record on bumpy green. And Woe has the record on flat green. Vert doesn't even have a time on flat green. I'm gonna message him. We'll see if he gets back to us. I have just sent him the link to Flat Green and Why No Wurra. These DF CPM 3X maps, they're ridiculously cool and very much remind me of the training maps like B0 Beta 6 in CPMA. for movement training. I used to love running around B0 and just rocket jumping around, just doing freestyle. And I should have got into DeFrag far sooner than I did. I used to just, if I was too anxious to play duels, I used to just run around duel maps. Unfortunately, that made me very predictable at duel. And then eventually I got into defragging and yeah, kind of stopped dueling for a while and playing anything. But we're back. Duels are back. Online is back. Mirio got a record on time log? Damn. There's a map coming up, I think next month, where you can't stop jumping and it is just a simple maze. Mirio currently has the record on it. It's calm and collected. I feel like this is going to be a record where the previous record had a couple of fails. Because this is the proper one, this is actually time lock 4. I saw the number and thought potentially it was a segment, like the 4th part of time lock, but no, being 5 minutes 20, this is the 4th time lock map. And yeah, I feel like this is probably just because you can see the waiting, the hesitancy to sort of go for stuff. But I feel like this is just going to be a very clean run. I know he has just failed. But yeah, I think this is going to be a cleaner run than the previous world record, which I can't remember at all. When I first started this, for one, I made instead of making a YouTube playlist, it was a text file with every record in it, and I was looking at the world records and looking at the things. Yeah, if anyone remembers the first one. That took way too long, and then the thing that killed it was the fact that February after that, January, was a huge month. Absolutely enormous month. And yeah, now I do... Ooh, so how do you do this then? You've got to get on the very edge. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, February being an enormous month killed that idea of looking at every videos thing, and then instead we just do the videos and have the recommended videos and just run through it. And I'll pull the records up. In fact, I should probably do it with this one. 7 time lock 4. There we go. 10 records. Top one by Mirio. Claps 4 seconds. Oh, it is only 4 seconds. It was 2 years ago. So I will have watched this record with how old that one is. Yeah, that was actually in the 2023, the February records. The one that killed the whole setup of doing everything. The January records, so the December records were first, then it was the January records. And, because remember I'm always 1 month behind. Can you not go under? So February records killed looking at every records map page, but January records killed the ability to put timestamps for every record, because YouTube just didn't accept it. I spent ages putting them in, and yeah, it just killed the ability to do that because there were too many of them. Didn't fit. Since then, there've been 5-hour streams of these, and it's been 2.5 years I've been doing this. Absolute madness. And if you're this far in, hi, thank you very much for watching. Yeah, I mean, I did this because I wanted to watch the world records and it seemed like a cool idea. And yeah, I've been doing it a long time. I don't know when or if it will ever stop, because I still enjoy it. This was inspired by Enmead. Tell the story a million times, people that are watching this know this one. Inspired by Enmead's monthly world records that he was doing. Now he just does them yearly, but Mario Kart Wii only has obviously a certain number of world records, so easier to pull off. And I chose to do this monthly because weekly kind of says that you've got to do it on a certain day. Like anything weekly, it's got to be done on a certain day, which is what got me behind on Trackmania videos, because they were having to be done on a certain day and stuff. Whereas monthly, much easier to do. You can do it whenever. As long as it's out before the next month, which hasn't always happened, but usually does. This map's good. I like this map. Oh, very clean. I recently got a pretty good time on this map. It's not great. There's a few dodgy bits, but it's pretty good. That was absolutely beautiful finish. Clearly ate the finish a few times there. Gained a lot of time in that last checkpoint. So clearly either clipped the wall or just straight up ate the black finish ramp bit. Just got stuck in the tar. Oh, that was very nice. Gets the glide? Gets the glide. You can sometimes just see from the size of the blocks that it's possible to get a glide like that. Beautiful on the glide. Sometimes you get the glide and you're not expecting it, and that's not fun. Kota Racing 2. I mean, yeah, racing. Silly maps from Kota, as always. But we love them. And they're well made, and made for Xonotic, so, you know, we can never discount maps that are made specifically for Xonotic. Especially when it appears to be lap based. Yeah, you gotta be absolutely bob on there to get that. This map makes a lot more sense, I think, if you can see the checkpoints. God, this texture's horrible. Absolutely disastrous texture, use a better one. Yeah, if you could see the checkpoints, I think this map would make a bit more sense. I love this one is the second set of things, but slanted. Actually a cool idea to just reuse. Grab, you know, probably select the whole thing and then shift it across on the slant. Be possible to shortcut that slightly, hasn't it? Surely. Ooh, not getting up this time. Oh, not even getting that far this time. And on the slanty one, going to be harder to make. It'll be easier on one side, like this side, easier. Ooh, overjumps it big time. Yeah, so that's harder, but this is easier. Unless you overjump it. Because that's going to be a bigger gap because of the tilt. But that, you've got a ramp jump, so you can get more height. But it could obviously put you off. What have we got here then? Stretched version? Big gap, carry speed, all the way to the top this time. Beautifully done. "19 checkpoints in, and Kota's been about a second and then gaining a little bit. Slowly getting better and better, and now now 17 seconds ahead. Boom, straight up to the top. And this, I think, is the finish when he goes through the teleporter at the bottom. All the way up. And then finish on the spot. 100-second penalty for skipping a checkpoint? Oh, you can probably skip checkpoints, but you get a penalty, so it's giving a penalty because he's still stood in the finish trigger, so it's triggering multiple times. I do like that idea of being able to skip checkpoints. Might have to do something with it, but it's hard to balance. Most of the time that I've seen it, it's been something like Kota's maps, where if skipping a checkpoint isn't worth it. Here's a new map with a jetpack. Can't remember what the Kota jet speed. I don't know. Or is it jet lag? Anyway, cool map. Got slick in it, so I hate it. But it's a great map, and that gives you a 5-second penalty for everything you don't hit. So that's it's a huge penalty for the way the checkpoints are set up at the very least. The way to do it potentially is to allow people to take a shortcut, but you take a 5-second penalty by taking the shortcut. But if you do the shortcut really well, it saves you 5 seconds. So you have to make that decision. Is it 5 seconds faster? Mirio trying to take the Boza world record. Cool with no stats on. I mean, the guy's got so many world records, and it's a shame not seeing a lot of them. Phenomenal player, phenomenal mapper. Can't wait to see his XDWC creation for this year. Big section from Mirio, up 2 seconds now, still 3 seconds behind. Cool. Very clean end, very clean end. This map can be quite hard to see where you're going on, even when you've got, you know, full setup, rather than the compressed stuff that you'll be seeing on the YouTube stream. Ah, this, yes. So this map got wrecked by a hook that's a secret that you can get with a pre-run. So the pre-run already destroyed the map a little bit, but being able to get the hook out of the pre-run, whereas before you should only be able to get the hook after starting the timer, which is like, yeah, cool secret and have some fun with a hook, but it's not going to do anything. Yeah. And I think our second to last map is going to be COS 25, an 11-minute run. 11:11:39. What does this do to the records then? COS 25. So this brings it down by 2 minutes 20 seconds on Riffo's previous run. Over a few attempts here from Floopy. So Riffo took the record when? A year ago. On the 4th of the 5th, 2024, so a little over a year ago. Taking a 13:31.67, beating the previous time from a day before of 17:32.56, so a massive improvement there of 4 minutes. Then Amino put in a third place time, Mop3 put in a second place time. Dr. Yes gets a sixth with a 45-minute run. Like, that's how long this map is. It's 45 minutes for Dr. Yes, who ain't bad. Spivey's got 25 minutes. And then Floopy comes along and puts in a second place time with a 13:53, which is really not a bad time. Or puts in a second place time of a 17:02, which is world record over Riffo's previous to his record. Before the rocket balance patch, which got removed, the world record was a 14:12. So yeah, a couple of records getting removed, but Riffo taking it there with his record of a 13:31. That's the overall. No balance around that. Floopy then takes the world record with a 13:19 3 weeks ago. That's a day after. Yes, then the day after taking the 13:53. Then takes the 13:19. That's world record. Comes back and takes an 11:38. The same day, in fact, just 4 hours later. And then 3 days after that, comes back and sets this 11:11:39. And that is where the record stands today. Great map with some crazy tricks and some really weird bits like that. And then obviously there will be the huge falling in the lava bit here. No? There's a respawn trick in this room, but Floopy's just completely not done it. Or is it a different room that looks very much similar? Or potentially it's not worth it without... when you've got rockets? Ow. Oh wow. That is, we rarely see shooting rockets that fast. When people have got haste, they don't tend to use it like that. Massive out of bounds cut there. Breaking the multiple skyboxes of this map. This one. So the bounce pads reset you. You're trying to explode. It doesn't always work because sometimes you just hit the bounce pad. But you're trying to explode it so you go slightly further and can actually get more strafe time. Because the bounce pads will reset your speed. So the higher you go, the better. Normally you'd want to go lower. But yeah, since you're going to have 0 speed out of it anyway. Ridiculous around that corner. Just crazy speeds reached. This is a phenomenal run. In fact, this is a good enough run that I am going to open up my folder and I'm going to add this map to the always checklist. That is the list of maps that always get checked. Every month, always see if there's a record on them. Because if this run is this good, then any run that beats it has to be better than this. And yeah, that's worth it. So it's on the list of always checking, along with things like R7 Climb World, Just Jump 3. If there's any maps that you think are genuinely that good that they should be checked every time, let me know. But I should just sort of always keep an eye out for. Yeah, there's definitely improvements, but it's an incredible run anyway. It's always the case with these super long maps that you've got to get an absolute banger of a run before you can start doing the real improvements. And someone's got to get a pretty much clean run before someone's going to get a banger of a run. So Riffo got that pretty much clean run. Then this is the banger, and then it's next up the pro run. Through water, for anyone who is watching this, through water you should so there's a haste in that last room. Is that haste not infinite? So not worth going for? In that little V room. Oh yeah, you should crouch through water. Because less resistance. So I can see if it's only, I don't know, 30 seconds, it's not worth going for, but surely if it lasts forever, you get the... Ah, it's only 5 seconds of haste, okay. Fair enough. I wasn't sure if it was one of those where haste runs out around that time. Just naturally. So haste gets put back into the map to give you more haste. Because infinite doesn't mean infinite. It means about 10 minutes. Very nicely done. sticky walls. Don't normally get sticky walls like that. But you can get wall bug and you know, slick bug, complete dead speed, but definitely wasn't fast enough to get a bug like that. Moving platforms, absolute nightmares. Always going to be in a different position. Good catch. And there we go. Couple of rockets into the finish. Oh, that does smaller than I remember. Beautiful run. Absolutely beautiful run. And we're finishing it off with Old Quake. Slow and steady climb. I wonder if 2 would be able to complete that WW Plagma map from the other week. Really difficult plasma map on the walk-ups. Only 3 people completed it in CPM. Just gets the catch. Just gets the catch. And then nothing too fancy to get across the finish. And unless there's one more, there is not. That is it. Thank you very much for watching. Hopefully you have enjoyed. If you made it all this way through, hit the subscribe button. These are monthly, obviously. Hop onto XDF, play the game. All the links are in the description. If you've made it this far, you owe it to yourself to play the game. Thank you very much for watching. It has been fantastic. Thank you to everybody who set world records. Thank you to everybody who plays. And I will see you next month for some more records. Cheers for watching. See you next month.